Good morning, student. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will continue the chapter number 2, prejudice and discrimination. Earlier in my first two video, I have already given explanation the first few paragraph of this chapter, like prejudice, what is prejudice, kind of prejudice. This in this video, I will start from here this line no sorry here from this discrimination and inequality. So let's get started. So first paragraph, we have studied that discrimination and prejudice often lead to different kinds of inequality in the society. One of the most prominent examples of inequality is the caste system, in which people from so-called upper caste consider everyone in the society inferior and deny them their most of their right. Traditionally, Indian society had divided into different castes on the basis of Brahman, on the basis of occupation. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, traders, Vaishya were considered to be superior castes and therefore respectable, while Shudra or the lower caste were oppressed and discriminated against. So, as we have already discussed, I had already explained in my previous video that about the discrimination, how the people do discriminate among the people on the basis of religion, gender, caste. So, but one of the most prominent example of the inequality is the caste system. In our Indian society, we have found that there are some people who from the upper caste consider everyone else in the society inferior. They feel that they are superior, okay, and deny them most of their right. Sorry, they are the upper caste people. They feel they are superior and consider everyone else in the society inferior and denied most of them the right. And in our Indian society, it had been divided into different castes on the basis of occupation. Brahman we can say the people who is priest, Kshatriya who is the ruler and warrior, Vaishya who do business were considered to be the superior caste, and while Shudra or lower caste were oppressed and discriminated against. So this chapter, prejudice and discrimination, it tells us about that the society, some in the society, people do judge other people on the basis of their caste. They think upper caste people think that they are superior and they will do anything. They can do anything, and while lower caste people, they 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 do not they have no right to live their lives proudly. So that is the discrimination among the people, and we should eliminate this. An extreme form of discrimination was untouchability. Also in previous time, untouchability was the most important example, that extreme form of discrimination, that is untouchability. According to this practice, the assumed lower caste people were considered impure. Okay, upper caste people assume lower caste people impure and untouchable, and they forced to live outside the boundary of the society. They were not allowed to interact with people belonging to the higher caste and were denied opportunity of education and even religious worship. So that is also the discrimination that we have found in the society before the Indian independence. Right now, also in the present society, that some part of the world, some part of our country, that we can see this kind of thing. Now, next thing, due to the efforts of social reformers such as Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Sri Narayan Guru, Mahatma Gandhi, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. These are the social reformers. First of all, let me explain about the word social reformer. It means the person who brings changes in the society. There are a lot of people, person, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Sri Narayan Guru, Mahatma Gandhi, and Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. They had brought changes in the society. They abolished the caste system as well as the practice of untouchability. With uh, with their effort, they have been almost eradicated from the society. And right now, all men and women are treated as equal, and the practice of untouchability had been banned by the Indian Constitution. And also, Indian Constitution it is being framed by the father of Indian Constitution named B.R. Ambedkar, Bhimrao Ambedkar. Now, last point, that is equality in the Constitution. The framers of the Indian Constitution, led by the chairman of the drafting committee, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, envisioned that all Indians should get equal right and opportunity and be considered equal. So, the father of Indian Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he had framed in the constitution that all the Indian people, they should get equal right. It doesn't matter that which background they come from. Okay, any background they come from, they should get equal right and equal opportunity and considered equal. The Constitution gives equal rights to men and women and does not allow any discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. So this Constitution, it gives us the right that nobody had allowed any kind of to do any kind of discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Only for some section of the society which have been traditionally denied right to education, the constitution had made some special provision called reservation. For some section of the society that had been traditionally denied right to education, they have denied right to education. The Indian Constitution had made some special provision called reservation, so that they can work at par with the rest of the people in the society. So that's why he plays also important role. B.R. Ambedkar, the father of Indian Constitution, he played an important role uh, to make provision some to had some special provision called reservation, so that the people who have who had denied the right of education, they will they will work at with the rest of the people in the society. Women and people belonging to the so-called lower classes have certain number of seats reserved for them in the government educational institution on office. And we are seeing in the present society, reservation system had granted women and people belonging to the lower caste, they have they will get certain number of seats reserved for them, so that they will be they have got opportunity working in government educational institution and office. Moreover, to ensure quality and justice, the Constitution had granted every citizen of India certain basic rights, irrespective of their differences in terms of caste, creed, sex, race, and religion. These are called the fundamental rights. The preamble to the Constitution of India truly reflects Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's vision of a secular India free from caste and communal biases. So, more of all, to establish to establish and ensure equality and justice, our Indian Constitution had granted every citizen of India had certain basic rights, and irrespective of their differences in terms on caste, creed, sex, race, and religion. These are called fundamental rights. And in next video I will explain there are some fundamental right that every citizen must know their right, and also the preamble to the Constitution of India truly reflect B.R. Ambedkar vision that makes our country secular, so that the people come from different background, they follow uh, they everybody they have right to follow uh, the religion, their background, their tradition, and they have equally right to live their life happily. So that is the chapter, prejudice and discrimination. This chapter teach us tells us that we should never ever discriminate among the people on the basis of their caste, creed, background, color, physical appearance, whatever. So I think you have understood this chapter. If any problem, then do comment in the comment section. I will try to explain again. Thank you. Have a nice day.